it's your girl! And there are few games in our lifetime that we are extremely, ruthlessly, life-taking excited for. And I am able to talk about today with you one that I've heard about only just recently, but when I heard the name, it struck terror yet excitement in my heart. It's the masochist in me. And that game can be none other than Closed Game. Now, if you are cultured and know of the series Bible Black or Starless, by Godspeed by the way, then this game will look familiar to you. That's because it's made by the same artist of the previous games, Sei Shoujo. And it's also released by the same company that has released those other previous games, Empress. Now, this game was not fully translated up until they did a collaboration with Just USA in order to release an English version of this game up for our Western audiences. So, now Just USA is also, coincidentally, the sponsor for today's video. Just USA is an adult plus non-adult game translating just company that you can find all different types of English translated games on their website. They have hundreds of titles with all different types of genre, with all different types of like kinks or, you know, whatever you're into, it's on there, my guy. No questions asked. But if you're a baby and you don't want to be exposed to the sexual desires of the world just yet, they also have PG games that you can also entice yourself with. Just USA has some of the most popular eroge titles out there, and they're English translated. So my God, guys, if this game's not calling to you, they got something on there that's gonna scratch that goddamn itch.
There is also a collector's edition of Closed Game that's in a real metal box with dog tags of the characters' names, exclusive NSFW artwork from the artists Sei Shoujo themselves, and a ton of other great things. Definitely, this is a must-have if you are a fan of Empress and Sei Shoujo. You can also get 10% off Closed Game until June 21st with coupon code CLOSEDSID. Literally just one word. Closed Game? No, it's Closed Sid. I mean, just close me.
Now, if you do not know the legend that is Bible Black, where have you been? Are you a Zoomer? Oh, you wanna go on TikTok? You got a little rice on your face? Before I jump into the wonders that is this game, I wanna talk about my experiences with Bible Black growing up. Bible Black was actually my first hentai ever. And you can imagine when I saw a girl suddenly grow a dick, just the sheer curiosity of it all. And 14-year-old Sydney, I don't know. It blew my little Christian girl mind just out of the fucking doorway. I can't. Bible Black, everybody. So Empress and Sei Shoujo are definitely artists and company that are close to my heart in a weird nostalgic way. I find it personally amazing that Just USA collaborated with Empress in order to make an English translation of this game. And I can't believe I'm able to talk about it with you all because I truly believe that this game is going to be just as popular as its predecessors. And that's a hard thing to surpass. Now, the story to Closed Game is a bit more out there compared to its previous games. It revolves around a guy named Toga and his childhood friend Cecilia living on Earth when Earth is like extremely, everybody's poor, they're just barely getting by, it's hard to make an income or nonetheless get food. But above Earth is another platform or another world where it's just full of technology, everybody's wealthy, you can essentially live whatever life you want to, and everybody's just living it up. It's like compared to maybe how Earth was in 1901, so we're living in like the year 3000 above it. So there's a rumor on Earth that the planet above Earth sometimes takes a handful of random Earthlings and have them compete in a life or death game on their planet, and whoever is victorious gets to have citizenship to the planet above Earth. So you're essentially living it up, getting the high life. And what do you know? Toga and Cecilia get picked for the game and are put in a sort of extremely technologically advanced room where they are put into random scenarios that they have to live through with all sorts of different monsters coming and attacking them in their genitals, like sexually. It's a lot of monster porn is what I'm getting at. But these monsters can also kill them, so it's literally like, yeah. Now, I won't lie, especially the life or death part and seeing the room that they wake up in, it gives me euphoria vibes. Now there's no spoilers I can tell you on this game because every route you take with any character is going to be completely different. The girl you pick can either die or she can live with you. There's all sorts of different routes is what I'm saying. But nonetheless, in each route, I promise you, that there is so much fucking cum. It's enough to make an orc blush, okay? I've seen a lot of like cum spewing out of anime girls in my lifetime, a lot. But did I ever like see a girl there's a part in the game where a girl just chokes to death on so much cum. She's just so much cum. Is it even possible for a girl to die drowning in cum? 1,000 ways to die, hit me up, I need to know. But it's because of the amount of cum that the sex is never disappointing. I mean, for God's sakes, Empress is a known company not just for how fucked up their games are, but because of the sex delicioso that they produce. And I'll tell you one thing, Empress did not let down in its creativeness for this game either. We got shoving shit up your urethra, we got actual literal vor, and we got, and I cannot stress this enough, a lot of fucking shit. And they get creative with it. They can shit on your face. They either shit, during anal. They just shit all over the goddamn, they can literally just cough and there's a bunch of shit filling up the whole fucking room. I don't know how backed up these girls were. I don't know what they're feeding them when I'm not looking or they're off screen. But I can say, when I first saw the first shit PNG, I truly thought it was just like a giant thick tube coming out of their butt. But it's just, there's such fat fucking anime girl shit! So much fecal matter. And the one thing I can say about the poop in particular, right, is that, yeah, it's creative, but not, like, there's this one scene, right, where these worms get shoved, or go into this girl's butt, right? They just go in her butt. And they just start eating the shit coming out of her. And then they go into detail in the text, and that's just, they go into such detail about the nourishment they're getting from this anime girl's fucking shit, and it's just, you're seeing So there's another scene, right? Another fucking scene where if you choose a certain girl's route, it's like a reverse human centipede. You shove a tube up her butt and she eats her own shit, and just the imagery was vile. Just so much shit,
Now, I'm not going to lie to you, there isn't as much scat in closed game as in, say, Starless, where there's literally so much scat that they've made an option to turn it off. I mean, literally a girl made a shit curry. No, she literally made a curry out of her shit. But I will say, closed game is its own type of shit fountain. Now, although scat isn't what separates closed games from its predecessors, I will say there's plenty of unique sex things that happen. Alien eggs being shoved into a girl's vagina and hatching, as they describe their little legs crawling outside of her as she's coming.
And it was made particularly more difficult because of just the brilliant writing of this game. It is so well written, especially it's like when a girl is shitting all over the room, they're not just like, oh, it's shit all over the room. They're literally going into the smell of it. They're going into the texture it looks like. They're going into literally how they feel about it. And it's just every day is a mission for me. It's not just the poop, of course. The sex scenes were delicately, just brilliantly written, especially when it was just so, vanilla, gentle, loving, baby making. And then, if she suddenly has a little shit, I can do it with a little baby bit. But when it's just the whole fucking room, they let you know. And it's always a surprise. You don't know. It always just happens. The scenario is, honestly, it is extremely new in a term of an eroge. I've never played an eroge with such an original sort of scenario. It was a really good thriller, if I'm honest. Like, I will say though, there is one thing you have to keep in mind per girl that you pick, is that each girl that you pick, there's going to be some form of NTR, alright? For them or for you, there's gonna be NTR. There's a lot of it in this game. So if you really turn out to like a girl that's in this game, you gotta brace yourself, my guy. Or get some help afterwards, because it's not gonna be pretty. I also really love that the girls, of course, the look of the girl, I mean, goddamn it, say shoujo. I really love that they go into such, even though this game is a bit, out there, the girls still have their people. Whatever route you go down, they have dreams, they have hopes, they have hidden twists and backstories. You get a little bit of it all in this shitstorm. I can't stop talking. It's just a literal so much shit. And back to the artwork, I just want to give a little Say Shoujo dick sucking real quick. I feel like they really, Say Shoujo outdid themselves this game. Like, the amount of detail into the nipples, the coochie-coo area, just literally everything. The shit, man, the shit! Everything is so beautifully drawn and just so detailed. It's very realistic. And Say Shoujo definitely has that characteristic in their artwork where the anime girls look like anime girls, but also have a bit of a realistic sort of essence to them, and they really went above and beyond with that. And no matter how uncomfortable I could be with certain parts of the game, I just genuinely loved the ride of it. I loved just the suspense of certain, you know, if I open a door, am I gonna get murdered, or is the girl I love gonna get murdered? I just love the suspense of the fact that if I suddenly pick an option to run away or to just like sit there and maybe bask in the glow of the sunset, am I going to literally just get fucking vored, or am I gonna live a happy and peaceful life? There's so many options, and that's one of the things I love about this game. What I'm telling you is if you want to be a part of the future generation that's going to be talking about this game, because people are going to be talking about this game, you need to buy it, and you need to get on it now. Don't you want to say, if people are like, oh, have you heard of closed game, be like, what do I look like? A non-Bible Black, starless, closed game playing pleb? Forget about it. This is definitely going to be another legendary title right next to its predecessors, and I truly believe you will love it in one way or another, and that's a promise. And all links to this game are in the description, so please be sure to check it out. Thank you again to Just USA for sponsoring this video. It has been a complete honor. Seriously, I loved you, Just USA, I love you. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are thinking about supporting this channel, because honestly, I talk about this stuff all the time. This is nothing new. This video is not some spur of the moment, oh, let me talk about lewd things. A lot of my videos are demonetized. So if you want to support this channel, then please check out my Patreon links in the description or type in this link here. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you real soon. Bye!